As a fellow engineer, you've no doubt found yourself in a position where you've got so involved in the complexity of engineering that you've perhaps lost perspective on a project. Well, today I'd like to share with you a method that I use to ensure that I maintained perspective, and in doing so, stopped any kind of motivating pressure from becoming a source of anxiety and stress. So what exactly is this method? Well, it's the CIA method. And I don't know if you've heard of this before or not, but it stands for control, influence, and accept. But before we unpack the meaning of that fully, what I would ask is that you put pen to paper and you write a list of concerns that you have either for yourself as responsibilities or for the project in general. And only once you've got clear about what your concerns are, do you ask yourself the first question, which is, of course, what is it upon my list of concerns that I have absolute control over? Now, you might be surprised to find that you don't have as much control as you first thought you did. But don't worry about that just now, because the next question is, what is it upon my list that I have influence upon? Now, by stark contrast, you might find that you can have influence upon most areas of the project, whilst you could only control completely a very small proportion. But then it's time to ask yourself the third question. What is it on my list that I must accept as circumstance? Now, what I mean by that is, in this very specific moment, what is it that I can't have any control or influence upon? And just to accept that as a condition or an environment that you work within. Now, by getting really clear on these 3 points, what it is you can control, what it is you can influence, and what it is you must accept as a condition, you're able to sit down, select 3 tasks that make maximum difference for the time that you spend upon them. Now, I found that by doing this, I was able to maintain my perspective, and I was able to keep healthy levels of pressure and stop it from returning into feelings of overwhelmment, of anxiety and stress. And I suggest that any time in the future that you begin to feel a little bit overwhelmed by a project, or perhaps think that you're starting to lose perspective, is just to ask yourself those 3 questions. What is it you can control? Where is it that you have influence? And what is it you must accept as a condition? Now, I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any comments, please just write them down in the section below, and I'll see if I can come back to you.